Dear Diary, today felt like a shadow day. Not because the sun wasn't shining, it was kind of too much, but because something followed me around that I couldn't quite see, but I could feel. It was the first time I ever felt really alone. It started at school, at recess. Usually I play hopscotch or draw flowers in the dirt with my shoe, but today I wanted to play tag. I saw Emily and Sophia playing near the monkey bars. I ran over and asked if I could join. Emily looked at Sophia. Sophia whispered something. Then Emily said, "We already started. Sorry." And just like that, they turned away. Like I wasn't even there. Like I had disappeared in plain sight. I didn't know what to do. My legs just kind of stopped. I looked down at the little cracks in the pavement and tried to count them, like that would make me feel less weird, less like the air had gotten thicker and heavier. Usually, I like being alone sometimes. I like reading and drawing by myself, but this was different. This wasn't choosing to be alone. This was being left out. I walked over to the bench by the big oak tree. It's the one with roots that pop out like giant toes. I sat there and pretended I was watching the ants. But really, I was just trying not to cry. I kept thinking, did I do something wrong? Did they not like me anymore? Maybe I talked too much, or maybe not enough. Maybe my hair was messy. Maybe they just didn't care. The playground was full of kids, all running and yelling and laughing. But somehow it felt like I was in a snow globe, watching everything happen from the inside with the sound all muffled. I didn't tell the teacher. I didn't want to get anyone in trouble. I just waited for the bell and tried to act normal, even though my chest felt tight and strange. After lunch, I sat alone during library time. Usually, Emily sits next to me and we share funny parts from books. But today, she sat with Sophia. I picked a book about a turtle who wanted to fly. It felt right. He kept trying and trying, even when everyone said he couldn't. I think I liked that turtle more than any person today. When I got home, Mama asked how school was. I said, "Fine." That's the word you say when your heart is too tired to explain. She gave me a hug anyway, a long one, the kind that feels like a blanket wrapped around your bones. Later, I sat on my bedroom floor and took out my colored pencils. I drew a big empty playground with one girl sitting on a bench. I didn't draw her face. I didn't have to. I knew it was me. I thought maybe I was being silly. Maybe tomorrow they'd include me again. Maybe it wasn't a big deal, but tonight it feels big, like the kind of thing that makes your throat feel tight, even when no one is looking. Mama knocked on my door and came in. She asked if I wanted hot cocoa. I nodded. We sat in the kitchen, and I told her what happened, all of it. She didn't tell me to stop being sad. She didn't say, "It happens," or "Get over it." She just listened. Then she said, "Loneliness is something even grown-ups feel, but it doesn't mean you're not loved." Then she added, "The kindest people usually know what it feels like to be left out. That's why they make sure others feel welcome." I liked that. It made me feel not better exactly, but braver. Tonight, I wrote a note and folded it into a heart. It says, "If you're ever lonely, I'd be happy to be your friend." I don't know who I'll give it to. Maybe no one. Maybe someone who's sitting alone tomorrow. Maybe the best way to stop feeling lonely is to help someone else feel seen. Before bed, I whispered goodnight to the moon. It was big and round and glowing. I pretended it was smiling just for me. I think even the moon gets lonely sometimes. Maybe that's why it shines so bright, so no one else has to feel alone in the dark. Dear Diary, today I learned That loneliness doesn't mean no one loves you. It just means you need a little extra light. And maybe, just maybe, you can be that light for someone else. Love, Lily May, Whitmore P.S. Tomorrow I'm going to smile at the quiet girl who always reads by the windowsill. I think she might understand. After Mama went to bed, I stayed up just a little longer, sitting by my window, with Cloudy in my lap. That's my bear, the one with the torn ear. I told him everything I didn't say out loud today. I told him that it's weird how you can be surrounded by people and still feel invisible. I told him that sometimes I wish I could fly, just like the turtle in the book, and land somewhere far away where no one ever gets left behind. I imagined a place like that, an island where everyone is kind, where nobody points or whispers or turns their back, where you can sit at any lunch table and someone always scoots over, where even your mistakes are met with giggles, not mean looks. I don't know if that place exists, but I think I'd like to build it someday. If I ever have a daughter, I'll tell her it's okay to cry when her feelings are too heavy. I'll teach her that some days will sting and some people won't stay, but she will always have a soft place to land, in her own heart, and maybe in mine too. Sometimes I wonder if Emily knows she hurt me. Maybe she doesn't, or maybe she does and just doesn't know what to say. I don't hate her, I'm just sad, and maybe a little braver because of it. Tonight, I made a tiny paper boat from the page in the back of my math notebook. I wrote the word hope on the sail. I floated it in the bathtub before bed. It almost sank, but didn't. That felt important somehow. I think writing this all down helps me carry the day better, like putting heavy thoughts in a basket so they don't spill all over my pillow. Maybe that's what diaries are for, not just remembering things, but lightening them. Here's what I learned today. 1. People can hurt you without meaning to. 2. It's okay to sit by yourself, as long as you don't forget who you are. 3. Lonely moments can grow your heart if you let them. Dear Diary, if I ever feel this way again, and I know I will, I'll come back to these pages. I'll read the words of a girl who felt small, but still chose kindness. That girl is me, and I think she's stronger than she knows. Good night, Lily May P.S. I think tomorrow might be better, but even if it's not, I'll still bring my heart with me. That's something no one can take away. After I turned off the lights, I laid in bed and stared at the shadows on my ceiling. They looked like little mountain ranges and dancing animals. I think shadows are like feelings, sometimes scary, sometimes soft, always changing depending on the light. I remembered something Grandpa once told me. He said, "The most beautiful people are the ones who've been lonely and still choose love." I didn't understand it back then. I think I do now. Even when it hurts, I want to be the kind of person who chooses love. So tomorrow, if I see someone sitting alone, I'll sit beside them. I won't ask a million questions. I'll just be there, because sometimes the quiet presence of someone else is all you need. And if no one sits with me, I'll still be okay, because I'll have my thoughts, my stories, and you, my diary, that makes me not really alone at all. I wonder if one day I'll look back on this and smile, not because it wasn't hard, but because it mattered, because this tiny sadness taught me something big. Dear Diary, even though today was lonely, I don't think I am. Not really, because I have a heart that feels and a mind that notices. And I wrote it all down. That's something. That's everything. Love always. Lily May.